right, hockey fans, here we go. Boy, oh boy. Yesterday, Game 7, Bruins, Leafs. Today, Game 7, Dallas versus the team that shall not be named, the Vegas Knights. I will use their name out of respect. I'm a Panther fan, so for a while it took me a while to be able to speak their name. Now, you kind of figured that Vegas wasn't going to go about getting eliminated at home, trying to defend their Stanley Cup. You kind of had to figure that was going to happen. Now, can Dallas pull this off? Okay, it's been, there's been a lot of road victories in this series. Can Dallas pull this one together? Okay, Ottinger's really the answer. In my opinion, Ottinger's the guy. Vegas has any number of guys that they can pull out of their hat, and I know Dallas does too. But Ottinger's going to have to be absolutely lights out today, because Vegas, when the team knows how to win the cup, it's going to be Marceau, it's going to be Stone, whether now it's going to be Hannafin. You see what I'm saying? They've got the guys that are going to get the shots off, and they're going to be well-placed shots. And is Ottinger going to allow 2 or 4? I just think that's going to be the difference in this hockey game. Other than that, look, we have a lot of fun here. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Been doing Panthers videos for 8 seasons. I'm trying to get to 8,000 subscribers by the end of that 8th season. How we do the recaps here. I come in after the first intermission, second intermission, and give you my take at that point, which sometimes it ages well, sometimes not so well. And then, of course, we do a post game, and if it's Panthers game, nowadays we're happy, but for a lot of years, there were a lot of rants at the end of Panthers games. I have been enjoying doing these playoffs. My son and I stream every game that we can, all the Panthers games. We've done the Bruins and Leafs games. We just finished Canes and Rangers a couple minutes ago. And when we get a chance, we do a Western Conference game, so we're here. That said, there was a thing last year, and in years past, where I would always do score predictions. I'd always do the score predictions. And I'd get on some hot streaks. Like, there'd be 10 games in a row where I'd either get the score right, the number of goals correct, who's going to score. I'd really get on some hot streaks. And it got to a point where it was just like, I was expecting myself to be right. So when I got it wrong, I'd be like, eh. So I haven't done any score predictions at all this year. Not a single one. And I'm not going to change for the Panthers. That said, I think it's going to take a extra special juju effort to finally eliminate the Knights. 4 3-stars and double overtime. All right, so 1-0 Dallas after 1. Wyatt Johnson just comes on in and just beats Aiden Hill. He just got beat. He got beaten. It was bad. It wasn't that bad, but I'm sure Aiden Hill wants that goal back. Dallas has had a few more chances. Hill's had to make some saves. A little bit of... It's gotten better. The hockey has gotten better as the period's gone on. The first half of that first period, it's kind of pretty much coma-inducing. Nobody was doing too much anything. And I yelled at the TV, and then they started playing better. So that's good. It's good to know, because we've known for years here, the Panthers, we've known that the room was bugged. But now it's good I got the NHL guys listening in, so that's good. I think Dallas might win this game. The 4-3 double overtime, it kind of smells accurate here, but I think Dallas is going to do this. I think they're going to do it. Please? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, Brett Howden ties it up, and another fluffy here on this side of the hat. 1-1 after 2, and while I don't necessarily know about my 4-3 double overtime prediction, certainly it looks like these two teams could get themselves to double overtime. Although I guess if they each got 2 in this period, that's not completely out of the question. The point is, I have a feeling we might be here a little bit, right? It's Game 7, and both teams that period were able to have a little bit of extra zone time. Dallas especially. Aiden Hill coming up big. Dallas shoots a little bit wide, a little bit high. Aiden Hill. It's just kind of been back and forth. And Vegas didn't have as much zone time, so they've had some good chances. And, of course, they put one in the back of the net. The whistles, the refs are not... They don't need to stop the play because, like, every 20 seconds it's an icing or a hand pass or some... I mean, there's a lot of stoppages of play. Again, the second half of that period got a little bit better in terms of the game, but it's 1-1 after 2, man, and it's just like, this is that moment. This is that moment where craziness happens, right? One puck goes off the dude's stick, and it comes up, and it bounces off a shoulder, and then it falls, and it rolls on its edge, and it hits the post, and then as it's rolling back away, the goalie accidentally hits it into the net with his paddle, and that's the end of the series. Or not. Oh! Yes! It's a little bit too late for my Panthers, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Absolutely take it. Stars win 2-1. Jeez. I'm ready for the Panthers to start playing tomorrow. You know what I mean? Vegas, look, I mean, no hard feelings. Well, you guys beat up. I got some Vegas fans in the chat and fans of the channel, so I don't want to be mean to the Knights. Credit goes where credit is due. It's tough to repeat, and so Vegas will not be repeating, and now the Stars are going to go get their asses kicked by the Avalanche, but that's fine. That should still be somewhat of a good series. Maybe the Stars can hang with them. If Ottinger continues to play the way he's been playing, I think they have a decent chance. Colorado looks a little bit scary right now. So, Vegas, one goal. One goal in a Game 7, and this is the way it ended. It just is poetic. And when you consider the fact that first 2 games, Vegas wins in Dallas, and we all kind of looking at Vegas going, damn it. They did the thing with the LTIR, and they're gonna repeat and everything like that. And then Dallas has won 4 of the final 5, right? 5-2. Yeah, I think that's the right math. They won the series. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I believe it, but Dallas is not to be messed with. I know I said they did the ass handed by Colorado, but it could go either way. We'll see. I don't trust Dallas. You know what I mean? Like Colorado, we know that they have the pedigree. They know how to win. Dallas still hasn't quite got to that point. They did good here, though. But remember, last year the Leafs beat the Lightning. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt, right? Now the question, for Vegas is how are they gonna, how are they gonna come back next year? What's the goaltending situation gonna be? And are they gonna kick people to the curb to sign Hanifin? What are they going to do with all the extra people that they got? Now, I will mention one thing. It kind of looked like Stone got checked, speared, hit purposefully in the area of which there might be the spleen, and he looked like he was in a lot of pain. That's tough because on one hand, it sounds really dirty that a guy would do that if that's what he did. On the other hand, teams purposefully don't tell other teams what the exact injury is for that exact reason. So, curious how you all feel if that's exactly what you think went down. He looked like he was in pain, but he went back out there, and even though he was in pain, I don't know, if I had a lacerated spleen and then it healed and then somebody hit me and it started hurting again, I probably wouldn't go back out on the ice. But he did, and they lost anyway. And so Dallas has to get all the credit there. Dallas handed it to him, man. Just I call it the massive pain in the ass defensive system. The Panthers play it. The Leafs tried to play it against Boston and did, and still lost. And that's what Dallas is out there doing. It's just a massive pain in the ass to play against. You keep your guys at your blue line when you want to shut things down, and anybody that tries to get into the zone, you just poke, and occasionally whack them with your shoulder, and it's hard to score goals against that. It's hard to score goals with it, but you know, with all the talent in all the league and all the high end, you know, the McDavids and the Matthews and all of that, defense and goaltending. It's still just defense and goaltending. You know, it's you could have a team full of superstars, but if the other team is playing defense and goaltending in the playoffs, you're getting 2 goals, maybe 3. It don't matter if you got Gretzky, McDavid, and you know, it don't matter, right? You're gonna get 2, maybe 3. So, yeah. Colorado and Dallas, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Now, Kyle and I will be covering Rangers, Canes, Panthers, Bruins, and then if there's any Western Conference series that we can cover, just depending on the time. We've had a long day today. We streamed both games, recasted both games. So that's going to do it for me. Don't know if we'll have a review up tomorrow at noon. I'm supposed to be doing something with Paul from the Locker Room for his channel because he's a Bruins fan. So we'll touch on that a little bit. And then tomorrow, I mean, the series starts tomorrow, right? It's crazy. Game 1 is tomorrow. And apparently, I had thought they would give us days off for travel, but we're not. So it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. There's no 2 days off in this series until it would be going back to Boston for Game 6. That's the first time and the only time there would be 2 days off. So that is to the Panthers' advantage a little bit there because Boston's just not going to get any break whatsoever. All right, Dallas, good job. Just that's all I can do, Dallas. I love it. I love to see it. Vegas, I'm sure you'll be back. A bunch of pains in the asses. Even though you don't know what's going to happen with Marcia, so Vegas will figure it out, I'm sure. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.